Hi, my name is Mairi. I'm from the Lighthouse Bookshop. My pronouns are she, her. And Jess had the terrific idea for Independent Bookshop Week to talk about a small press or an independent press who we love. And of course, I am a total greedy gut and I couldn't possibly pick one. So I've made a wee stack and I just want to walk you through some of the publishers to look out for. So if you look out for these guys on the shelf, you've got Myriad, who do the most amazing graphic novels, Unbound, who publish all sorts of great things, but their anthologies are especially good. Daunt Books, connected to the Daunt's Bookshops, which is both sort of reclaiming of lost books, but also finding some really cool stuff. And Brandon Taylor is wicked. Nobrow, who mostly do graphic novels, but this one again is a short story collection. It's very, very good. Metonymy, which is a Canadian queer press. And they do very cool things. And Other Stories, who's one of our all-time favorites, and I'm sure everyone is very familiar with them, but this was one of my favorite books of 2020. I think it came out, or maybe earlier this year. But it's tremendous and incredibly hopeful, and this is a feminist take on how we come back stronger. Next up, Knights of, who are an inclusive children's press, also connected to a bookshop, the wonderful Round Table Books in Brixton, and everything they publish is absolutely incredible. So if you have little ones, just look for that on the spine. Trent Press out of Ireland, doing great feminist publishing. Their nonfiction is exquisite. Archipelago, who do some amazing international fiction and poetry and essays. Pluto, who is a favorite, and their Outspoken series, this one with Leah Cowan, who is chairing an event for us very soon, is very, very good. AK Press, who I know Anita is going to be championing, who publish all sorts of tremendous, radical, brilliant feminist, and especially their Black feminist writing is tremendous. And speaking of small books, one of my favorite books of last year was So Mayer's A Nazi Word for a Nazi Thing, which was published by Peninsula Press, which is connected to another bookshop, Burley Fisher Books. How these bookshops are doing the books and the publishing is beyond me. They are extraordinary. But this team brings us tremendous fiction, but also this great series of essays. And this is one of the most extraordinary pieces and reclaimings of queer history and archiving, and it is a joy and brilliant, and everyone should have it in their house. And again, on the small books, here we have Shova Feminism by Sam Mills from the Indigo Press, which is one of my favorite recent ones by a wonderful press who describe themselves as working in a spirit of internationalism, socialism, and feminism, and that permeates all of their work. And I discovered them through a wonderful novel by Suleiman Adonia called Silence is My Mother Tongue, which is one of the most extraordinary refugee novels and a piece of beautiful feminist queer writing that everyone should read, and Suleiman is extraordinary. So the Indigo Press, who I discovered through him a few years ago, has just been going from strength to strength, and I encourage everyone to pick up their books, including this one, which is coming out later this year. So support small presses. They are so much of the backbone of what we do and who we are, and support indie bookshops. Happy Independent Bookshop Week.